The Sandman is on Netflix, and it is not the first time the Neil Gaiman comics have been adapted, yet the Netflix series has proven to be the most successful of all due to Neil's personal involvement. The star opened up about the prospect of a second season to Express.co.uk and other press. Will there be a season 2 of The Sandman? The Sandman has gone down a huge hit on Netflix as Tom Sturridge made a lasting impression as the title character. Dream was left to repair his kingdom after it was destroyed during his time in captivity. The end of the series sets things up nicely for a second outing, with Lucifer Morningstar, played by Gwendoline Christie, declaring war against Morpheus. Neil said he has already written a second season and it was officially renewed by Netflix on November 2. Speaking to Express.co.uk and other press, he said, "I think it's fair to say if we get to make more Sandman, which I very much hope that we do, it's going to remain incredibly faithful to comics. But there are definitely places where you may be very familiar with the comics but you don't know what's going to happen next. And you don't know how we are going to do it, and there are plans for things like that up ahead. All of them are things that will give you more characters you might love and want to know more about. And there are places where I simply did not have the real estate in the comic to tell that story. I had 24 pages a month and 6 panels a page." Neil said there could be a new character from the comics, Wanda, making an appearance. Wanda is a trans woman with an incredibly powerful storyline yet to be told. Neil told the Metro at the Sandman premiere, "We made sure that we had, for the Season 2 writers' room, that we had trans and we had NB, non-binary, people in the writers' room working on it because that seemed to us to be the only way to do it. So the Sandman, we'll get Wanda, we'll get all of that stuff, as long as enough people watch Season 1 and they let us keep going." Screenwriter Alan Heinberg said previous attempts to showcase the comics may not have taken off as Neil had not been invited to join the creative process. He told Express.co.uk and others, David Goyer, who was a producer on the previous Sandman films, went to Neil and said, "I think we could do this as a streaming show. I think now is the time, and streaming is obviously the way to do a novel over the course of many seasons." He went to Warner Brothers and basically said it's time to bring Neil Gaiman into the project and make him a producer and have him supervise the entire thing. "The only way to do this is to do it faithfully and to do it with the author," and Warner Brothers said absolutely. "I was very fortunate in that they were both too busy to write it themselves at that time. So David invited me into the collaborative process and Neil and I met and started working together, and now here we are 3 years later." The renewal confirmation comes after an accidental leak by DC Comics' official Twitter page. The since-deleted tweet said, "The dream continues. The Sandman will return with new episodes based on multiple volumes of the Neil Gaiman graphic novel to explore even more stories of the endless." Season 1, which launched at the start of August, was watched for 69.5 million hours in its first week. The Sandman is on Netflix now,